Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do the Crochet Provisional cast on for knitting. It's a great technique and it's not really as hard as it sounds. I'll show you how to do it. You're going to start, you have a knitting needle and a crochet hook that's approximately the same size as the knitting needle, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to do a slip knot on our crochet hook. Okay? Now we're going to start. Now, here's the trick I used to remember. Pretend that your knitting needle's a little baby, okay? Put them in the yarn, see? Oh, rock him to sleep, rock him to sleep. He's falling asleep. Now we're gonna put the blanket over him and tuck him in. Whoops, tuck him in, right? Okay, he's cranky again, and I'll show this to you in a different way, but this metaphor, whew, it's really good, so I gotta show it again. Okay, so put it under, cradle him, then pull the blankie over and tuck him in, right? And you keep doing that. So cradle him underneath, rock, 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 pull him over and tuck it in, okay? So without the blankie speak, what you wanna do is you wanna bring the yarn under your knitting needle, around the top, catch it with your crochet hook, and you're just doing a slip stitch. Okay, you want to do this as many times as the number of stitches you need. So if it says cast on 10, you need to do this 10 times. 100 million, you need to do it that many times. Okay, and the part where most people get stuck is right here. What you need to do is just duck the yarn in between your hook and needle to get back to that cradling position that I was showing you earlier. Okay, so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's pretend our pattern said 10. Okay, here we go. We have our 10. We're just going to cut the yarn right here, and we're going to take the hook out and put a locking stitch marker in this bit. This is where you're going to unravel the yarn when you're finished. This is where a lot of people have trouble. They forget which side they're going to do the unraveling from. So that'll remind you. All right, here we go. We're going to knit with a different color. This is our real yarn, okay? And I magically got the knitting needle stuck. There we go. Okay. So now you're going to start knitting. You're going to follow the instructions in your pattern, whatever they say. But, you know, they'll usually say something like knit, or they'll tell you to knit and purl, whatnot. So I'm just going to knit across all these stitches. And this is easy peasy. You can see that these stitches, the way I showed you how to do them, are sitting on the needle the right way. And that's the sign of a really great provisional cast on. Yay, look at me go. I'll do one more row and then I'll show you how to unzip it. Again, you want to follow your pattern. Obviously, you don't normally knit 2 rows and then undo it. You usually do an entire cowl or a sweater back or whatnot, but I'm just showing it to you. So here we go. Let's pretend we did, oops, and I dropped a stitch. That's funny. That's funny. I'm a mess pot. I can fix that. So here, see, my yarn's trying to get away. I could have fixed that by leaving a longer tail. There we go. Now I have my 10 stitches, and let's pretend I knit oodles and oodles. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when you unravel it. I'm going to undo my locking stitch marker, and look, bloop, 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 easy peasy. Now if I were really unraveling this for a project, I would probably come along with a spare knitting needle and catch these loops, because that's what you're going to want to use to do your Kitchenering stitch or whatnot. But you can see how easily this unzips. That's a huge advantage for the crocheted cast on, the crocheted provisional cast on, and I hope I've convinced you that it's easy peasy and you want to give it a try.